Hey everyone, for this video I want to really quickly just show you how to find standard deviation using your spreadsheet program on your computer. So it's super easy, so don't blink or you'll miss it. So for this one, I want to use Google Sheets. It works almost exactly the same in Microsoft Excel or OpenOffice or whatever spreadsheet program you're using. So I'll go ahead and pop over to Google Sheets, share my screen. Here it is. So the first thing, if you want to find an average and standard deviation, you have to have some numbers. So I have generated some numbers. We could also call this data. So these don't mean anything at all right now. It's just 1.1, 1.2, and 1.4. And I'm going to find the average of these numbers and standard deviation. An abbreviation that we use for standard deviation often is Stdev. And I think you'll see why that is shortly. So these are just labels right now. If you want to actually do a calculation in a spreadsheet program, you start it by typing an equal sign. So I'm going to type an equal sign, and then I have to tell it what I want to calculate. So if I want to calculate the average, every different kind of formula in Excel has a special name. And luckily, the name for average is average. So we type equal average, the word average, and then open parentheses because we're going to tell it what to average. We could just type in numbers here, but the easiest thing to do here is drag my cursor over the range that I want it to average. I wanted to average these three numbers. I've dragged it, and it says C2 to C4. So that's the coordinates C here, number 2 to C4. It's going to take the average of everything there. Then I close the parentheses and press enter, and it has now calculated the average. That's how you do average. Now, standard deviation is surprisingly just as easy, except we don't type the full word standard deviation. The formula name for standard deviation is Stdev. Now, there are different versions of standard deviations, and you can read about these ones below down here, but we're just going to use the normal one, Stdev, open parentheses, grab those numbers, close parentheses, enter. And that's it. I've calculated my average and standard deviation for that set of numbers above. The average, of course, is the midpoint, the average of the arithmetic mean, the average of the three. Standard deviation has to do with the variability around that average within the data set, within the set of numbers. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.